Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Intuitive Moves. My name is Lana and I'll be guiding you through your 30-minute flow today. Speaking of flus, I am still recovering from a cold, so please excuse my heavy breathing and my voice, but I am so happy to be back on the mat flowing with you all today, so enjoy. Let's get started having a lie down on your mat, however is comfortable for you. Maybe your arms and legs are out wide, maybe your feet are together, knees drop out in a butterfly position, whatever feels good in your body. And before we get moving, let's just take a moment to check in with ourselves, scanning through your body, just noticing how you've arrived on your mat today. Notice how your physical body feels, your muscles, your joints, your bones, your organs. Your mental body, what type of thought patterns do you have today? What type of mood are you in? And your energy body, how much energy do you have? Gently shifting this awareness to your breath, not trying to change it, just simply noticing, observing how deep or shallow your breath might be, how fast or slow, how relaxed or tight. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, gently releasing all the air as we explore our full yogic breath. On your inhale, fill your belly, followed by your ribs, lastly your chest. And as you exhale, your chest falls, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones fall, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Keep this going at your own pace, matching your inhales with your exhales as you explore your full yogic breath. We want to use our breath as our point of focus, our anchor. And if you ever lose control, always remember that you can back out of a pose or come down to a resting pose. And based on how you've arrived today, I invite you to set an intention for today's practice, whatever that looks like for you today. Maybe that's just to be. Maybe it's to connect with your breath, sink a little deeper into the poses, or maybe just surrender to the practice. Let come up whatever needs to come up, whether that be physically or mentally. And when you're ready, slowly bending your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to the floor. Arms can stay out wide as we find a windshield wiper, letting your knees drop side to side, just introducing a little bit of movement here. Maybe pushing that top hip over, letting your knees drop out to the side. And really focusing on letting your breath guide your movement here. Inhale over to one side, exhale over to the other. Let's have 2 more breaths to explore this movement. And last breath on your exhale, slowly finding your way back to center. Soles of the feet on the floor, hands by your side, maybe walking your feet a little bit closer to your bum. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, thrust your hips to the sky. Squeeze through your glutes, through the backs of your legs. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Keep this going with your breath, really activating through the backs of your legs now. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit of a wobble. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit of a burn through your glutes, through your legs. We have another 3 breaths here. Let's do one more. And let's lift our hips one more time, keeping them up to the sky, and pulse your knees outwards. Really think of squeezing your glutes, your butt cheeks here. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips down to the ground. Bring your feet to a tabletop position, knees over hips, big toes together, hands by the side. Inhale to lengthen one leg away. Exhale to draw back to center. Other leg, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to draw back to center. Keep alternating sides here. Really activating through the core. So think of drawing your belly button up under ribs, ribs down towards your hips as we find that stability and we find that strength right through the center, right through your core. Try to keep your hips, your pelvis nice and still here. We have another 4, and 3, 2, And 1. Bring your legs back to a tabletop position, hands next to your ears. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel your head and shoulders up off the ground. Think of your opposite shoulder going to your opposite knee as we extend our right leg long. Exhale to draw back to center, other side. Shoulder to knee. Exhale to return. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to return. Nice and controlled movements here. We're not rushing it. We're really thinking of drawing your belly button up and under. You should feel a little bit of shaking here. I know I am. Keep control of that breath. We have 4 and 3, 2. Last one. Return to your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big cuddle. Maybe you find a rock through your hips, massaging the base of your spine. And gently finding stillness here, hold onto your knees and roll them away from each other. And let's change directions, roll them towards each other. And gently finding the center here, hold behind your thighs. Let's rock all the way up to a seated position. Cross your ankles, sitting up nice and tall, hands come to your knees. Seated cat-cows, open out your chest, look to the sky. Exhale to round out through your spine, look to your belly button. Inhale to open out your chest, look to the sky. Exhale to round out through your spine. Keep this going with your breath. Really think of exaggerating this movement, finding that articulation through your spine. And if it feels nice, maybe you'd like to find a chest roll, bringing your chest all the way up and around, rocking your weight all the way back. Whatever feels nice in your body. Starting to move intuitively. Maybe what felt good yesterday doesn't feel as nice today. Maybe what didn't feel good yesterday feels really good today. Whatever feels nice. Let's have another 3 breaths to explore this movement. And on your next exhale, we'll find our way back to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Release your hands. Inhale to reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up and over. Bend your underneath elbow, look under your top bicep. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, over to the other side. Bending your underneath elbow, look under your top bicep. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, over to the second side. Exhale, over. And last one. Exhale, back to the first. And back to the second. Let's find our way back to center here. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your hands away from your bum. Puff out your chest. Maybe you look for the sky. We hold here for 1 inhale. Exhale to release your hands. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Press your palms away. Dome out through your upper back. Hold for your inhale. Exhale to release, making your way back to center. We'll rock over to our hands and knees, finding a 4-point kneeling. Checking our alignment here. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over your knees, and we'll find a thread the needle. Inhale, right hand reaches to the sky. Exhale to thread underneath the left. Let's tap the shoulder. Inhale to reach back up. We have 2 more. Exhale to wrap. Inhale to reach. Last one, exhale, wrap and hold. Add that resistance. Imagine someone has hold of that extended hand, pulling it away from you. You're pulling back. We're finding a nice release through the back. And if you'd like a little bit more, maybe that left hand reaches all the way up and over to your opposite thigh. Take your eye gaze to the sky. We're only here for 1 inhale. Exhale to release your bind if you have hold. Inhale, right hand reaches to the sky. Exhale to float back down to the ground. Other side, left hand reaches tall. Exhale to thread, tap your shoulder. Inhale to reach back up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale to thread, tap the floor. Inhale to reach back up. Last one. Exhale to tap and hold. Add that resistance to the left hand. Option to find a bind. Your eye gaze goes to the sky. We hold for 1 inhale. Exhale to release your hands. Press into the earth. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, it floats back down to the ground. Let's find some scap push-ups or some scapular push-ups. Shoulders are over your wrist, and exhale to press the earth away. Dome out through your upper back. We're thinking of pulling out of our shoulder joints here. Inhale to lower, let your shoulder blades kiss behind you. Exhale to press the earth away. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Really nice. Inhale to lower. Really pull out of those shoulders. We have 2 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Last one. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press and hold. Tuck your toes, hover your knees just off the floor. Draw your belly button in towards your spine and really think of pressing the ground away, supporting through our core, through our shoulder joint here. One more inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out our feet here, bending one knee at a time. Maybe dropping one knee in front of the other if that feels nice in your body. Just exploring this movement. I know I like to pulse my chest between my shoulders, really find a nice opening through the heart space. Last 2 breaths to explore this movement. And gently finding stillness here. Take your eye gaze to your fingers and take little baby steps all the way to your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let your head hang loose. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider apart. Hold on to opposite elbows to find ragdoll. Maybe you find a sway side to side, a bounce up and down. With every exhale, see if you can release any more tension from your spine. Imagine the crown of your head getting a little bit closer to the floor with every exhale. Last 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale to release your hands to the ground. Tuck your pelvis, roll up through each vertebrae all the way to stand. And as you arrive at the top, 2 big shoulder rolls. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Last one, shoulders come up, back, and down. Bring your feet back underneath your hips. Inhale to reach your hands to the sky. Pistol grip your fingers, squeeze your glutes, and as you exhale, open your chest out to the sky. Imagine someone's punching between your shoulder blades to open your chest to the sky. We hold here for 1 inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step to the back of your mat, hold, high plank, shift your weight forwards. Option to lower down to your knees for our chaturanga, lowering down halfway, elbows hug in. On your inhale, your choice of back bend, baby cobra, proud through the chest, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, or maybe upward facing dog, lifting your thighs off the ground. We're here for 1 inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's check our alignment here. All 10 fingers are nice and wide, pressing down through all of your finger mounds. Elbow creases rotate towards the front of the room. Head hangs loose. Chest drops towards your knees. Tailbone opens to the sky and your heels actively press to the ground. 1 more inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Big bend in your knees. Look to your fingers. Step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach to the sky. Maybe finding a little baby back bend here, just like we did in our warm-up. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low plank, chaturanga, weight shifts forward, lowering down halfway. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Bringing your big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Both legs are active here. Knee to nose, shift your weight forward. Pull it out of your shoulders just like we did in our warm-up. And step your right foot to your right thumb. High crescent lunge, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale to sink low. Find your breath here. Find your drishti, a point of focus. Maybe it's on the TV in front of you. Maybe it's on a mark on the wall. Anything that's still, so we don't want to be keeping our eye gaze on something that's moving. Maybe that drishti is your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Can we sink a little bit lower? And can we shift our weight forward so we come up right up onto those back toes? Hold for your inhale here. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes over your front leg. Inhale to reach tall. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Stepping back to a high plank, maybe exploring a 3-leg dog, keeping your right leg off the mat, lowering down chaturanga. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath here. 3 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Both legs are active. Knee to nose, tiger curl, weight comes forward, pull out of your shoulders. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky, high crescent lunge. Exhale to sink low. Shift your weight forward all the way up on your back toes. Whoop, I've got the shakes today. Find your dristi. Active through both legs, squeeze your glutes. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale to reach. Exhale, arrowhead. Last time, I've lost count. Inhale to reach. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale to reach for the last time. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Maybe through that 3-leg chaturanga we just explored on the other side. Inhale to find your back bend. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. We're here for 5 breaths. Option to stay exactly where you are, or maybe finding child's pose, bringing your knees wide, big toes together, sink your hips down towards your heels, walk your fingers to the top of your mat, lift your elbows, and hug your shoulder blades down to the ground. Find that breath. We have 2 more breaths here in child's pose or down dog. Last one. If you're in child's pose, making your way back to downward facing dog. Big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Knee to nose, tiger curl, weight comes forward. Exhale, shoot it back, 3-leg dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, shoot it back. Last one, knee to nose, tiger curl. Step your right foot to your right thumb. High crescent lunge, reach your hands to the sky. We've been here before. Exhale to sink low. Find that breath. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. We've been here before. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, warrior 3, launch off that back leg. Eye gaze or dristi goes down towards the ground. And we're seeing if we can get that back heel in the same line as the crown of your head. If you want a little bit more, maybe reaching your hands to the front of your mat, or to the front of the room rather. We're here for 2 breaths. Fight those wobbles. 1 more inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Step your feet together. Sink your hips down towards the ground. Hands come to your heart space. So really think of lengthening your tailbone to the ground as if you're trying to dome out through your belly. Find your breath. Chest is nice and proud. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more inhale here. Exhale to rotate towards the left-hand side, hooking our right elbow on the left knee. And as you exhale, press your hands back in line with your sternum. So we're finding a twisted chair here. Find that breath. Stabilize through your left foot. Can you tuck your right foot up into your bum? And with control, can you step it to the back of your mat? Twisted lunge. Adjust your feet if you need to here. We're only here for 1 more inhale. Exhale to release your right hand to the floor. Left hand reaches to the sky for an easy twist. Reconnect with your breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, side plank. Option number 1, drop your underneath knee down, opening out to the side. Option number 2, you can stack or stagger your feet at the back of your mat. Wherever you are, we're lifting out of this supporting shoulder joint. And with control, can you lift that left leg and sit it underneath your sit bone? Flip dog, option to open out to the sky or maybe towards the front of the mat. We're here for 1 inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. 3-leg chaturanga. Left leg goes high, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Come back to your breath here. 2 more. Bringing your big toes together at the back of the mat. I'll just change sides so that I can face you guys. Bring your big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-leg dog. Knee to nose, tiger curl, weight comes forward. Exhale, shoot it back. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Pull out of those shoulders. Exhale, shoot it back. Last one, knee to nose, tiger curl. Step your left foot to your left thumb. High crescent lunge, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale to melt low. Find your drishti, your point of focus. 2 breaths. Weight comes forward, rising up on those back toes. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, warrior 3, launch off those back foot. Eye gaze goes to the ground. Can you get your heel in line with the crown of your head? Maybe you reach your hands forward. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Woo. Exhale, chair pose. Big toes together, sink your hips down, hands come to your heart space. Draw your belly button up underneath your ribs. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the ground. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, twisted chair, left elbow, right knee. Press your hands back in line with your sternum. Stabilize through your right foot. Can you tuck your left foot up under? And with control, step it to the back of your mat. Find that twist as you arrive. We hold here for 1 inhale. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Hold here. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, side plank. Option number 1, drop that knee, opening out. Option number 2, stack or stagger your feet. Pulling out of your left shoulder joint, can you pick your right foot up, place it under your sit bone. Flip dog. Option to open to the roof or to the front of the room. We're holding here. 1 inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. 3-leg chaturanga. Keep that right leg up, lowering down on your inhale. Your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale. Rise up on your toes. Bring your knees wide on your mat. Sink your hips down to the floor, child's pose. Walk your fingers to the front of your mat. Lift your elbows, hug your shoulders down. 2 breaths. Gently rocking up into a 4-point kneeling. Let's find pigeon pose. Right knee towards right wrist. Left toes go towards your left wrist. And we walk that left leg away from us. We're looking to find a stretch through the outside of this right hip. So think of rolling your left forward so your hips are square to the front of the mat. An option to stay upright here. Option to come a little bit lower, maybe coming down to your elbows or walking your hands out long, letting your forehead rest onto the mat. Wherever you are, we're searching for that sensation through the outside of your right hip or glute. And maybe you need to wiggle side to side, adjust your shape a little bit to find that in your body. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bend your back leg. Straighten your front leg. We'll find half hero pose. So the closer your knees are together here, the harder this will be. So maybe you bring your knees a little bit further apart. Gently walking your hands backwards until we find a stretch through the front of our left leg, so our bent leg. Option to stay on your hands. Maybe you come a little bit deeper onto your elbows. Or if that feels okay, maybe you can lower all the way down to your back. Wherever you are, if you're not feeling any stretch through the left-hand side, Think of squaring your hips, so maybe pulling that left hip down and tucking your pelvis. So we tuck our pelvis under to find a little bit more of a stretch through that quad. Once you've found that stretch, holding the position, we're here for 3 breaths. And when you're ready, gently coming back up to a seated position, however is easiest for you. And we'll make our way into pigeon pose with our left leg forward. So left shin is somewhat parallel with the front of the mat. Right leg goes backwards. We square our hips to the front of the room or the front of the mat. So think of pulling that right hip forward, looking for the stretch through the outside of the left leg. Maybe you need to wiggle side to side. Maybe walk that back leg even further back. An option to come down to your elbows or extend your arms, wherever you feel that stretch in your body. We have 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, gently walking your hands back under your shoulders. Let's find our half hero stretch. Bring that right knee in towards the left. Left leg extends long. Remembering we can have our legs further apart if that feels better in your body. Square your hips to the front of the room, and maybe we lower down to our hands, to our elbows, or even laying on the back. Remembering we're pulling that right hip down, and we're tucking our pelvis to find a stretch through the front of our bent leg. So we should feel a nice quad stretch here. That big muscle right through the front of our legs. We're here for 3 breaths. Last inhale. And exhale to walk back up to a seated position. Let's release our right leg long and make our way all the way onto our backs. Hugging your left knee into your chest. Let's find a supine twist. Exhale to take your left knee over to the right hand side. Maybe your eye gaze goes back over the left hand. Maybe you pull that right hip over a little bit further. Guiding your breath into the twist of your spine. Stay here for 3 breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale to roll all the way onto your back. Shake it out, square off your hips, and we'll come straight into the other side. Right knee hugs into your chest. Exhale, take it over to the left-hand side. Eye gaze goes back over the right. Find that twist in your spine. Guide your breath into that twist of your spine. 3 breaths. One more inhale here. Exhale to roll onto your back. 2 options for our next one. We have waterfall, bringing your feet to the sky, just letting all the energy drain from your toes. If you have a block or a cushion, maybe you'd like to place it underneath your hips, just to bring your hips a little bit higher off the ground. If you've got a little bit of fire left in you, maybe you'd like to find shoulder stand, rocking your hips over your shoulders. Use your hands to support your back, walking them down towards your shoulder blades. And when you're ready, extend your toes to the sky, thinking of stacking your hips over your shoulders here. Wherever you are, keeping your eye gaze nice and steady. And if you're in shoulder stand, maybe you'd like to find plow, bringing your toes to the ground over your head. I like to press the weight into my heels. And if this feels okay, maybe extend your arms out long on your mat, or interlace your fingers and press your pinkies into the mat. 2 breaths. One more inhale, and exhale as slow and as controlled as you can. Slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way onto your mat. As you arrive, happy baby, bend your knees, pistol grip your big toes, or hold the outside blades of your feet. Hug your knees down to your armpits and press your tailbone into the ground. Maybe you have a little bit of a play, bending one leg, kicking it into your hands to rock side to side, maybe straightening one leg, two legs, whatever feels good. Last 2 breaths here. And on your next exhale, releasing your legs long on your mat as we find our way to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go wide. Let your feet drop out to the side, your kneecaps unlock. Release through your glutes, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands. Scanning through your body one more time, this time noticing how you feel now versus how you felt when you first stepped on your mat. Maybe reconnecting with that intention you set for yourself, or maybe setting a new one for the rest of the day, the rest of the week or month. Let's take 5 breaths here. Not chasing any shapes, not looking for any sensations, just simply surrendering. Shavasana. Feel free to hang out here for as long as you need if you're ready to get back to the day, maybe finding some circles through your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, if it feels nice, finding a full body stretch, arching your back, pointing your toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Thank yourself for moving your body today. Thank your body for everything that it does for you. And when you're ready, we'll gently make our way up to a seated position. We'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. Bringing your hands to your heart space. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. May you remember that you are enough and you are always enough. In honor of today's practice and the energies we share, together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, if you have any requests, let me know in the comments, and it will mean more to me than you can ever imagine and allow me to bring you more and more classes for free on YouTube if you hit that subscribe button. So hit subscribe, let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you next time on the mat.